when you chase them, I'm the reason you got reasons to be greater. Never play me, you know, even when we done, we got relations. I'm really feeling like
stuck in the middle.
I have absolutely no idea where this dang story time came from. I was just thinking about cat food, I guess, and I was like, ew, that time Snoopy tricked me into eating cat food. And there was absolutely no doubt in my mind that he was serving me some BS. I never once questioned it, is he playing with me? Is it safe to eat? Even with me knowing who he is, the type of person that he is, because Snoopy was the type of person that should have been on a cast of Jackass, because he was always pulling pranks. My homie put itching powder down my back before. I think he had a baby alligator in the house. I can't remember. He had some little reptile though that he shouldn't have had. He had it in the house. And as a matter of fact, I think he had it for a cool minute in the house and no one knew. He's the type that would chase you around with his little snake. Oh my God, I can stand that snake. He would chase you around. If there was anything that he knows that you're scared of, he will go get it and he would try to put it on you. That was who Snoopy was. And although it used to drive me nuts, it also used to keep me in good spirits. After he done chased me to death and almost gave me a heart attack, we're sitting there thinking about it and we're just cracking up. I'm always on here crying about him to you guys. And I was thinking about, I only did one video on him or about him, the video where I did a little bit after he passed away, and I had little clips of him, which I cannot watch anymore. I can't watch that video anymore, but it's on YouTube. Just so you guys can get a sense of who he was and how much he meant to me. I'm always crying about him, and I was like, no, I want to be in good spirits when I talk about him. So that makes this story time even more special, even though he was trifling for what he did. But y'all, he sold it. The homie could have sold this cat food. He could have seriously sold this to a lot of kids. Because I was a kid when this happened. I think he was in middle school, so I had to be in elementary. I want to say I was in 4th or maybe 5th grade. I'm at home chilling, watching cartoons. He comes home from school and he has this clear bag with the food in it. So he comes in and he's like, hey, Mama Bread, they gave us some new cereal today at school. It's like Lucky Charms, but it doesn't have the marshmallows. This is when I started believing him. So I was like, well, where's the marshmallows? He said, they don't give us marshmallows at school because it's too much sugar. He was like, so they can't give us cereal with marshmallows and stuff like that in it. But this is Lucky Charms minus the marshmallows. And I was like, oh, cool. And usually I'll question whatever he's trying to do. But that day I was sold. I was like, ooh, new cereal. And I love Lucky Charms. So I'm like, ooh, new cereal like Lucky Charms. Okay, let's try it. He was like, yeah, I'll make the cereal for you. The homie comes back with a bowl, has the cereal inside of there, has the milk and everything. It looks like Lucky Charms without the marshmallows, just Lucky Charms are darker. So I'm like, ooh, because I love Lucky Charms. So I'm like, ooh, let me see what it tastes like. So I'm excited to taste it. I bite it and he's like, and I'm like, what? He was like, oh, nothing. I was thinking about something that happened after school today. I'm like, what? I want to laugh too. What happened? What happened? So then I'm sitting there eating the cereal. Cat food. Cat food, y'all. I'm sitting there eating the cat food. And he's laughing and he was like, yeah, today me and my friend was walking home from school and there was a lot of cat food on the sidewalk. That hard cat food. And I was like, uh-huh. And he was like, so we scooped it up. He was like, because it was a lot. We scooped it up and we used one of our lunch bags and we put the cat food in there. And I stopped and I said, he started cracking up laughing after that. And I was like, is this the cat food? Are you giving me cat food? I was just going off. I was like, Snoopy, is this cat food? He just started laughing, shaking his head, and he ran because he knew I was about to chase his ass. I got up so quick, I almost spilled the cereal, the cat food, and I started chasing after him. I was mad. I was like, you really gave me an animal food? I was a little kid, so cat food, dog food, hell no. So I'm going off and I'm like, are you serious? You really gave this to me? I'm telling. I was so mad I started crying. That will never ever erase from my memory, like ever. Because that day he had me sold. I was sold to try it out. Never once thinking who I'm dealing with. Like you're dealing with Snoopy. Hello, he need to question anything that he does because he be up to no good. That's why when y'all see me cry and I'll be saying things like, I hope I wake up and he says, oh, it's a prank. I'm sorry I pranked y'all. You know, it's a prank. Because that's who he was. He was a prankster. It sucks that he's not here anymore, but I'm just happy that I have our memories. Ugh. Just the thought of it right now, just ugh. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Become a wave of mine, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.